Hello and welcome to a new Vampire Survivors run. This is version 0.32. This is our first entry into the leaderboard. Just before, this is where I get the new character whose name I cannot pronounce. I am at the coffin. I decided to use Poe to get to it. Not too difficult with this character because of garlic. I used to hate that character, but now I'm used to it because you start with garlic and you build up after, and health is not that important. Look at the name. Pugnala Provala. Was that correctly pronounced? So we're about to start, and I'll talk about this leaderboard thing. And I did a survey on my community post. As you can see, we're going ×2. 60% of you asked me for double speed. So it will make the video shorter, maybe easier to narrate. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. I'll keep the sound as well. I looked at it, it seems fine. And you know, I hope you don't have epilepsy. If you do, maybe it's not recommended that you watch this. So yeah, regarding those leaderboards, I want to try it out. I want to submit this video. First I want to learn about the process, make sure that doing this works. If it doesn't, I can also put the raw run unlisted and listed. So I want to see how unlisted and give it to them, I mean, because I want to see how it works. And what I want to do is, I don't want to break world records and things like this. It's too much pressure in the sense that I play so many games, but I think there's something I can do where I could do well. It seems like when you do a run, they give you points, and I want to understand this better, but they give you points based on your performance over everything. Gold, levels, how long you survive against the Grim Reaper, kills. I think that's about it. So if I do a well-rounded run on every single map, maybe I'll do pretty well overall. I won't have any world record, but I should do well overall, if I understand it correctly. So we'll try this out. And this run is interesting because this is a brand new character with the 2 guns, and it's very powerful. I mean, even before the evolution, you're gonna see, once I get all my accessories, I'm gonna do as usual, sit here, get all the accessories, and then get the empty tome, go to the right, get the mask, okay? But when I walk to the right, you're gonna see a wall of bullets. And of course, the evolution of this is just insane. I just released an update to my guide, a 1-minute video that explains how to evolve this weapon. And it's the first time there's 3 items involved, the 2 guns and Turagishu. By the way, they made all the names difficult for me to pronounce. But anyways, it's pretty cool. I like this character. I think his damage goes up over time or something like this. Yeah, it was a pretty fun run. I started on the library. I think it's the, at least for me, it's the easiest level. I don't know about you. And if the leaderboard entry works, then I'll do more. I'll do every single level. Now, this is the build I want to use for every run. So I'm not going to show you every run. I'm going to show you this one. And anything that's interesting. I don't expect to get 1,000 views or anything like this. I don't do this for views. But I want to give you my most interesting or meaningful runs. So in this case, you can tell here, if you look at my build, of course I'm going to use the Lancet and the Laurel because I must survive as long as possible against the Grim Reaper. I'll reach 4 Reapers before I die. That's to get more points on the leaderboard, because if I don't do that, maybe I'll get a few more levels, a few more kills, but then I'll die instantly against the Reaper. I don't know if it's the best strategy, we'll see. I remember the first time, it's one of my early runs and almost nobody watched it. I think I'll put it in the recommended videos at the end. Doesn't matter, but first time I cleared Mad Forest, and I didn't even know what I was doing, and I survived against 4 Reapers. And at the time I was in the top 10 for survival against Reapers because it was still relatively early in the game, but now it's pathetic compared to what other people do. I was like, oh, I could be top 10 in survivals on that map right now if I was to enter the leaderboard. I never did it. But anyways, we'll try this and see how it goes. So you see I have all the items here, but I'm hesitant between two things. Either the, of course, the King Bible, okay, or the song. So this is where my hesitation is. Is the song better than the Bible? I really don't know. I doubt it will make a big difference. If you look at the grand scheme of things in terms of, again, level, skills, gold made and stuff like this, I doubt it makes a difference. Maybe on tougher map such as Dairy Plan, because I'm using the skull, right? So there's a lot of curse. I have a run 130% curse pretty early on when Dairy Plan came out. It was pretty difficult to do. I was able to, with some sort of a defensive build, pretty unusual, very poor score in terms of, again, what counts for leaderboards. So with this build and this character, probably, I mean, the evolution for this is so insane. If you've never seen it yet, it's possible. Some of you might not have seen it. You'll see how powerful this thing is. It should help in the Dairy Plant. There's also the new map. I more or less like it, to be frank. It's just a matter of taste. I really respect this game. I love this game. But it only lasts 15 minutes. After that, the Reaper appears and there's no mobs, just all plants and stuff. And with this build, no, I'm not the best player in the world, so I can survive probably, as I said, up to 4 Reapers. After that, I'm in trouble, usually, unless I'm pretty lucky. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. Let's make a first entry for now, and let's see if they accept ×2 runs like this. And let's see how it works. And later on, if it works, I might make a short video showing you the result. Hey, I did all the runs. Look, I'm ranked whatever in the world, whatever, you know, for overall rank. I don't know if it works. I did see maybe the top 10 in terms of points, right? That's what I'm looking at. Not necessarily to reach top 10, but if I know how many people there are, I like working with percentiles, right? So for instance, Leaf Blower Revolution, when I do season, I look at the 99th percentile as my goal, top 1%. Can I do this in this game? That'd be pretty cool. So I'll give you an example. All runs combined for points, I would be in the top 1%. Many games I'm able to reach top 1%. I don't pretend I can here. We'll see. That would be really cool though. If I can do that, maybe I'll flex a little bit and show it to you. Well, I'll try to stay humble, but that would be cool. But to beat some of those records, I mean, how many... Some people survive so long against the Reaper, or they make so much gold. And there's very specific builds, you know. Like here, probably I would need to use X dash, probably, I would assume, if I want to make insane amount of gold. But then, no, maybe it's the best character because of luck, I don't know. And not this insane character here. But I already have the 2 guns. Maybe X dash with the 2 guns. So maybe I can start playing with this after I reach the point where I'm into the leaderboard. Try to improve. Look how, like, when I go in a certain direction, it makes a wall. You see that V? The V does, it's so strong. Look at that. It just scoops the mobs out, and now I have the evolution, and look at that. All these lasers, so strong. This is gonna help in the Dairy Plant. I'm really convinced of it. Really the most difficult map. And I do have the Skull of Maniac, but on this map, because it's the easiest, it's not too much of a problem. Wow, it's much easier for me to talk when it's double speed. I mean, these half-hour videos, the worst is there is a game that's pretty similar to this. I don't think it's a ripoff. People are a bit hard on it. It's called Zombie Survivors. I know it's pretty much the same title. It's the same type of game, but really feels different and it's taking its own direction. But I had this 55-minute long run. I mean, I run out of things to say. I don't have... if I was to stream, at least I would interact with people. But I just, you know, I run out of things to say. So I like the idea of the times too. And because 60% of people ask me that, I'm hoping that you enjoy this. So I'm really looking for feedback here. So please let me know in the comments. Very important for me. Did you enjoy this double speed run? Because we're already halfway done here. It's pretty cool. So now I have the full build. And again, this would be, well, on this map, this is the build. Of course, the other maps, they have additional items. So, for instance, the Mad Forest, what does it have? It has spinach. I would certainly want that. Then the lock, I don't have to get it because I can pick it up on the map, so I can replace it with something. So I'm gonna have to figure things out. With spinach, I will make even more damage, right? So I can't do it here. Or maybe I can, but I really like Spellbinder. But is it that necessary though? So it's really tweakable. So let's get with a starting point on the leaderboard. Do an initial run everywhere. See where we stand, and if there's potential, and I don't do pathetically, then I can start tweaking stuff. I really like leaderboards, it's just that I play so many games. I think this approach is fine. It's one run per level. I just gotta look at the items that are on the map to make a decision on which build to make. And as I said, they'll be so similar to this that I won't make videos on the other runs. So everything is melting, 54,000 kills. I mean, I never really got much more than this ever. In terms of goal, I'll beat my record too. It's nothing spectacular compared to what others do. I don't remember how much I got, but it's the most kills, also the most goal I ever got. I'm not sure about levels. And when it comes to surviving against the Reaper, I think I did a little better than this in the past, but not much. I may have reached 5 Reapers or 6, but maybe just once without recording. It's really at 4 that I get in big trouble. I'm not sure how. I would have to look at videos a little more diligently for people who survive something like 15 minutes against Reapers. What do they do that's different from me? Maybe I just need to get good. I don't know. Anyways, what a game. It's so much fun. I keep saying it, but I mean, $3 and they keep adding stuff. And this is version, again, what is it again? 0.3.2? 0, right? So we're still in early access. It's not even version 1.0. So more to come, more evolutions, more characters, more. This game is a huge success. Yes, the Zombie Survivors team tried to capitalize on this, which is a decent game, but it's still being built right now. It's more in beta phase. You call it early access. I like it quite a lot, but it's not as polished as this, and it needs work to be really complete. You can check it out if you want to. It's the same price, $3. I have 2 videos on my channel about Zombie Survivors. Oh yeah, there's this new game, Tap Ninja, and I mean, so many people are watching this. It's great. It's really similar to Idol Slayer. So if you like this game, if you're from my subscriber base, you know about Idol Slayer and probably Tap Ninja already. If you're an outsider, if you don't know about Idol Slayer, I invite you to check it out if you like idol games. But Tap Ninja is similar, but it's not a clone. People think it's a clone, but when you play it, because I play back and forth, they're not the same. You don't feel the same. And there's a roadmap ahead that has been made by this fantastic developer on Tap Ninja. So I'm trying to think what I'm gonna put at the end of this video as recommended. I'll probably go with I'm gonna go with the playlist of Tap Ninja to invite you to watch this. And I might put maybe my run at 130% curse on hyper mode. Dairy plant with a defensive build, which means the whip, garlic, and I'm pretty tanky, but I don't do that much damage. I'll probably put these two. I invite you to watch this Tap Ninja. So many people are watching it. I mean, Eastern European people are watching this stuff and hitting new markets. This month is crazy for this channel. In comparison to the past, I mean, I reached 3,000 subscribers. In fact, 3,100 subscribers as of today. And in the last 48 hours, I had 11,000 views. Never happened to me in the past. Now I'm getting 10,000, 11,000 views per 2 days. Thank you so much. I mean, I spent a lot of time on this project, and now it seems to grow after all this time. Well, it's not 2 years yet, but it's a lot of time. But I do it for enjoyment, and it's fun to see a project like this grow. So 5 more minutes. There isn't that much to say about this run. I mean, you've seen 1,000 runs already, right? And 80,000 kills is by far my record. And it's pretty easy here, especially with a build like this. These lasers are absolutely... It's just so strong. And I have the Lancet. Worst case scenario, I can walk on mobs. And that's one thing I did it with this survival build. I used the Lancet and would walk on mobs because the last wave, I think at 29 minutes, I could not kill the mobs, not enough DPS, because I was all defensive, so I would walk on blue mobs because they're frozen. So I have Laurel and Lancet and do all this damage. I'm completely immortal. I'll just go back to one point about Zombie Survivors. Zombie Survivors is endless. I'm really hoping in this game that they will put an endless mode. That would be a lot of fun. That's why I slightly dislike the latest map. It's already over after 15 minutes, no mobs. I want to do a 2-hour run, 3-hour run, try to survive as long as possible, have so many mobs that the game almost crashes. You can almost break the game. Yeah, so much fun. So I didn't play for a bit. I was waiting for an update because I have all these other games. I keep adding games to my repertoire. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I can't help it though. There's so many interesting games. But I need to catch up everywhere. I would have to make a lot of videos to catch up. So you might see my next Vampire Survivor video related to leaderboards. Otherwise, it might be honestly next patch. I mean, I don't have anything to add. What kind of run can I do that would be unique with all these runs? There's so many people making videos now. I really joined too late, 1 month too late. I really regret that, but I couldn't know this game was going to be such a success. Because I saw it very early when it came out. I knew of its existence and I was interested, but there was no space for this game in my repertoire once again. And now I put more time on YouTube, so I did add the game, but it was too late. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. So we're about to encounter the Reapers. As I said, we'll reach 4 of them and then I'll die. If you can give me advice on how to survive, I can look at videos, but if you can give me advice on how to survive longer than 4 Reapers, please let me know. Because what can I add? I have the Lancet, I have the Laurel, and I try to avoid him. What else can I do? I don't know. Is it luck based? Because sometimes I freeze him right away. See how I went down a bit? But sometimes he freezes right away and I'm fine. Now there's 2 of them. You see, my shield went down quite a lot. Again. They're so fast. See, they froze faster this time. So is it luck based? If you're lucky, you'll reach 5, 6, 7. Or am I missing something? So here I die, but I do have the revival item. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, 32 minutes. So we're gonna reach in the 33 minutes and I'm gonna die there. Anyways, that would be the run. And I think I've said it a few times, but I'm really looking for feedback here, so don't be shy. Write a comment. It helps me make the videos better. I really want you to enjoy what I'm making for you. And there you go, I should be dead very soon. I don't know how to survive longer than this. I'm gonna have to educate myself and watch videos. So those are the stats. We're back to normal speed. And look at the Fieraji. How much damage it made. Insane. Alright, that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.